Your guys. Nimbaya.
Wamekuja kwa dirisha.
We? Ati Arsenal wamechukua ligi for once. God damn it. Nimbaya. We.
Warriors, but don't play with us.
The Kenyan coast never disappoints. Today we are going to a place in Malindi. It's called the Mambrui Sand Dunes. It's famous because it's giving that desert kind of vibe, and it's a good place for adventure with family, and also a good place to just chill and hang around. So yeah, we are all ready.
Hi.
Hello. Let's go.
Yay!
Okay. It's currently midday, so the sun is very, very hot. So we are not going to start with the Mambrui Sand Dunes at the moment, but we are going to explore other places. Vasco da Gama, where you guys used to go when you were in school, and other places. So later during the day when the sun is settled, then we'll go to enjoy the sunset at the Mambrui Sand Dunes. Twende! So this, ladies and gentlemen, is Vasco da Gama. One of the must-visit spots when you come to Malindi. There's a pillar that has been overlooking the Indian Ocean for more than 500 years. Set up initially by the explorer Vasco da Gama. This is a place that is rich in history and there's lots to learn. This is the Vasco da Gama Pillar, and what's crazy about this is empires changed, generations passed, cities grew around it, and the pillar is still standing just the way it was 500 plus years ago. Look at this. Amazing, isn't it? The pillar. So for those who visited, you can share in the comments what your experience was like. And for those who are new and would like to visit, this you find it in Malindi.
My first time touching this. 3, 2, 1.
Oti, the architect, looking like mtalii. Luku imeweza. Hey, jockey.
I saw them. Those are crabs, right?
Yo, Vasco da Gama. Mwah.
lot of seaweed. Yeah.
In the Bible, when Noah was building the ark, watu walikuwa wanakuja wawili, grasshoppers in two, cows in twos. Sisi ndio hawa. What a beautiful day.
It is.
Daddy.
And then we were three.
Then there's this one.
Abdalla.
That was the Vasco da Gama Pillar. So next we are going to the chapel just to see a little bit more of the ancient history and to learn more about this beautiful country, Kenya.
Mimi ni Abdalla, mimi ni Mswahili bana.
Yes, sir.
Mimi ni mkazi wa hapa Shela na pia ni boat operators Marine Park. Watu tunawapeleka wageni wakienjoy kwa islands, kwenda kula masamaki kwa hizo island, kula ma seafood. Yani unafanya vitu natural, kutaka quad bike, kutaka kutembea Malindi kuona hizo turtles, manyoka, Dubai, zote watu tunapatikana hapa Coco Beach. Karibuni.
Thank you.
Karibisha wengine wakuja watembee Malindi.
Hapo sawa. Haya. Mr. Abdalla mwenyewe.
Kazi hapa Shela.
Yes.
Yeah, mnakaribishwa nyote.
Of course. Karibuni sana.
The first church in East Africa ilijengwa around 1502. Hii kanisa ilijengwa na Portuguese. Then the time ilijengwa ni around 1502. Then the time pale Vasco da Gama alipokuja Malindi for the second time. And the coral itself, after burning you get the ash. So the ash is limestone. So coral stone wanajenga from the ocean wanaipata, alafu yo limestone pia wanaitengeneza locally. So everything, the materials was there. Sasa ukiona saizi engineer kwambia hizi tena tumia nini chokaa. Sasa kaburi ndio hizi.
Those are the ingredients of making this fortified wall. And as you can see, it's very hard. It's been here for ages. The only thing that has remained unchanged ever since this place was built by the Portuguese. So this place still serves as a holy place where sometimes prayers are held over here. And they're usually done concurrently with prayers in India in commemoration of Saint Francis. I'll get the name right. Other than that, people still just make their silent prayers around here. And some still visit to donate stuff and just to have some quality time. So this is one place that you need to visit when you come to Malindi, for those who love history.
Around 1542, purposely he came to bury one of the seamen, that's the seamen of Vasco da Gama.
Yes.
Around 1542, Saint Francis Xavier.
Yes. The celebration still happens up to date, where because the body was preserved
in India, at Goa.
Yes. So every 3rd of December, people gather around the world in India and also here
in Kenya. Purposely here in Malindi.
Just to honor and pay respects to
Saint
Francis Xavier.
Yes.
Asante sana. Thank you for the rich history. Tutaonana siku nyingine.
If you pay one ticket, you go 4 places in Malindi. You visit Vasco da Gama, then you can also visit the Portuguese Chapel, then you pass by House of Column, now is a library, but you can also visit it with the same ticket. Then lastly, you can go to the Malindi Heritage Complex. That is a complex of coastal history of Malindi and the coastal people of Malindi, the same.
So there you have it. Only 200 shillings for adults and 100 bob for kids.
Yes.
Yes. So.